Tony D and little Joan is out in the front room barking her head off, and this is a screenwriter's rant on the Colonials, new sci-fi movie that, I don't know, it looks alright. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Look, this is I think, a cheaper movie. The effects are not like Marvel level, but they're okay. I mean, serviceable enough, I think. Some of it seems to be, I don't know, computer generated, like the kind you'd see in a video game mixed with like live action stuff. But, I mean, the story seems kind of cool. The premise is there was a group of elite fighters called the Colonials, April 11th on demand, and they were sent out into space. I'm not sure why, but they ended up being cast out, and then they came back to Earth and took it over as the Exiles. But then there's one Colonial who's like the best, and he's going to protect Earth and save the day. So it appears to be rather action-packed. So there's a scene here where they're driving in a spaceship, and then she's got to shoot a wall for them to get out of the ship. The villain seems to have an appropriate voice. There's a scene here where he's trapped in this, like, I don't know, cocoon kind of thing, and then he's got to get out and punch his way out. I mean, it looks kind of cool. You know, if you can get past the effects, which they're not awful. I mean, it depends on what your level is. You know, for me, Ghostbusters was fine back in the 80s. I thought those effects were fine. You know, now this is a little higher tech than that. It's got cool robot dudes or whatever the hell he is. I don't know. He's a cyborg maybe. And they got this cool robot flying around. I mean, it looks all right. I'd see it. It's going to be on demand. That looks like it's coming out of her crotch, but it's not. It's like an energy whip of some kind. I mean, they're trying. I appreciate it. I think it looks good. You know, good enough. Good enough that I would see it. I would give it a chance. I would keep your expectations low on the special effects front. But, I mean, you got an interesting lead. I think she's a lead here. And then another guy, this guy, I think he's the Colonial, the super awesome one that's going to save the day. And then I guess he teams up with the girl and they save Earth. I don't know, it's a little hard to tell from the trailer, but the trailer is action-packed, and that's what I liked about it. It had like an action sequence here where they blast through the wall of a ship to escape. What is this? Jessie's secret weapon. She's got a note on her button. I'm not sure what that is. Fear the Colonials. So I think that it's like the best Colonial against all the evil Colonials. When I heard the name, I thought, oh no, is this going to be some kind of woke sci-fi thing? But I don't know, it looks kind of cool to me. The designs are nice. They seem to have some kind of story here. I don't think the trailer's totally on point. I think they spent all the time explaining what the Colonials are. I don't think that's that important. I think what's at stake. I think you need to explain the stakes, right? Forget about the Colonials. All you need is a line: the Colonials have returned. They've taken over Earth. Well, there's one Colonial who will stand in their way. That's it. That's like all you need. And then you can move on with like, Jessie, we got to get out of here. I think her name's Jessie. I'm gonna guess. First act. I guess it's the setup for the history of the future. Fear of the future is their motto too, which is a pretty good tagline. So it sounds like it's going to be a badass sci-fi show. So first act, they establish all this history, and then I guess it picks up in the current present day for them, and the Earth has been taken over by the Colonials. Okay. Jesse's some kind of, I don't know, space smuggler or whatever. And she's trying to survive. And then she helps, I'm going to guess, or meets the good colonial. Maybe he's been out of the loop. Maybe he's been captured or in suspended animation. So she helps him in the second act, helps him get back to Earth. So it's about uncovering him, I think. And then she helps him get back to Earth. And then he realizes, oh no, Earth is captured. I'm gonna free everybody. And at first she's like, I'm not gonna help you. You're crazy. But then she sees him do all these awesome things. So they team up and they fight the evil Colonials. And then there's one big main fight in the third act, the end. I think. It's a little tough to discern. Again, the trailer could have been better, but I would say it. A space colonist traveling from Mars crash lands on Earth to save a resistance stuck in the Dark Ages from the advanced moon enforcer and the galaxy from human extinction. Okay, that didn't really come across in the trailer. A space colonist traveling from Mars crash lands on Earth to save a resistance stuck in the Dark Ages. So I guess Jesse is trying to save the resistance, or maybe she frees him? I don't know. Maybe he's captured early on and put in suspended animation. But I guess the Colonials are wiping everybody out? It's a little confusing. Again, I would still see it, because it's got a lot of cool space stuff. And it seems to be focused on that and not a bunch of woke nonsense. So, I'll say something controversial. Why don't you watch this instead of Star Wars? Why don't you give it a chance? Maybe it's just as good. Maybe it's better. You know, if it's not quite as good, well, at least you didn't get a bunch of woke crap. Who cares if the effects are good if the story sucks? I say give it a chance. The Colonials. I'll give it a chance. Here, I'll give it an up vote. There you go. I want to see the movie do good. I want to see something in outer space do good that isn't Star Wars or Star Trek at this point. Done with that. See something new. I'll give it a shot. So I'll look for it on demand. Yeah, no real other info here. It's from Epic Pictures Group. Okay. Yeah, why not? And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, take it. I will be doing the live stream tomorrow at 7, Sunday at 7 for the live stream. We'll be doing Hollywoke Hot Take Live, I think. Yeah, I think so. Maybe we'll do Irish movies since it's close to St. Paddy's Day. Maybe we'll run through a list of the best Irish movies. I don't think there'll be a tremendous amount. I mean, two off the top of my head would be Banshees of Inisherin and Boondock Saints, but I'm sure there's a few others. But check us out on the live stream, and we'll see you